just love some feedback. Is that okay? If I don't hear from you in a couple days, is it okay for me to reach out to you? Thank you so much. What this does is it's a metabolism booster. It will actually speed up your metabolism. Number 2, it will provide energy. Number 3, it's a great appetite suppressant.
Oh, yeah.
And I never take it before I come to Hawaii so I can eat malasadas. Is there a way to formulate it so I would want to eat everything, or not eat anything except malasadas? I think that, okay, never mind. I digress. Future product maybe, right? It helps. Here's the other thing. I have a sweet lady here that was one of the first people I sent a sample to. And when I sent it, it wasn't even packaged the way it was. It was still in a little Ziploc bag. If it wasn't pink, I swear it would have looked like cocaine. True, did I send it to you? And it took, I didn't hear from her for maybe 3 weeks, a month. And I said, make sure you take it in the morning. Make sure you only take half. And then one morning at about 6:30, 7 o'clock, I get this communication from her. It says the following: what the heck is in this? She goes, I have been awake all night. I have the cleanest house in the neighborhood, and I have redecorated 2 bathrooms. Am I lying at all? I go, Wendy, when did you take it? She said, 4 p.m. I said, well, how much did you take? She said, the whole thing, guzzled it down. I need more. True story, yes? Well, I've got a lot of stories about this stuff. It works incredible, but the phrase she used, it was the first time I heard it, she said, it made me incredibly focused. I don't know how we quantify that, but I've heard that. How many have felt focus on this stuff? I have too. Okay. It does the big 3. There will be a test on the big 3, just so you know. Remember the 3, okay? First, it's lasting energy. How many feel the energy? Number 2, hold on, just a second. Kobe, Lonnie, can I borrow you for a second? I want to share something fun. This is Kobe. Everyone give Kobe a round of applause. You do notice a slight difference between the 2 of us, yes? Okay. It might not be obvious, but still. Kobe can take 3 of these things, 2 or 3 of them in a day, and I can only take a half. So it's not about how big you are that determines how much you take. It's your body telling you how much to take. Does that make sense? First time I saw Kobe taking it was 9 o'clock at night. We're getting ready to eat dinner, and she popped a Tavala trim. I'm like, what the heck are you doing? And she goes, I just didn't want to eat as much at dinner. And I'm like, I'll be awake until next week. So thank you so much, Kobe, sweetheart. It provides a metabolism booster, and it's an appetite suppressant. And I'll share one story about that. Whenever I diet, I have cravings. When I'm not on a diet, I don't have cravings. But when I'm on a diet, it's funny. I usually start my diets Monday. Anyone else start diets Monday? Okay. So Monday I start my diet. I'm doing it with the greatest of intent, and all of a sudden throughout the day I'm thinking, Costco chocolate cake. I don't even think about chocolate cake until I'm on a diet. By 5 o'clock when I'm on a diet, I've typically had Costco chocolate cake. Not on this stuff. This stuff actually helps suppress those cravings. It's one of the things that makes it so powerful. My favorite phrase came from Craig Smith. He said, the amazing part about this stuff, it helps me become a decisive eater rather than a compulsive eater. And I think it's absolutely incredible. These are the faces that we see. These are the experiences that happen. And I want to make sure you hear this. There is no shortage of these. And the other problem is I can't keep up with what happens, how they transform. All over. These are the stories that literally we sit in a room and celebrate. We're proud of you, what you've done. How many in this room, if you'll do me a favor, by show of hands, how many in this room have transformed by losing some weight on Tavala trim? Raise your hands. Please keep them up in the air. People, look around this room. This stuff works. Thank you, Boyd. The stories are endless. Wow, was that incredible?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, it's funny here is it also works for fathers and sons.
Father's
Here's Dad.
sons.
Here's Son.
Same
Hey, Chris,
guy.
can you stand up? So proud of you, Chris. What are we at? We at 55 pounds? 55 pounds down in Tavala trim. So proud of you. But here's the thing, there is no end to these stories. We've taken so many visuals, photos of people and their transformations. So proud of you. Gary, would you do me a favor? Would you stand up? I met Gary, first of all, I met Gary in the Bahamas. That's where he's from. Gary, where are you at right now? How much have you dropped?
80 pounds.
80 pounds. October. So proud of you, Gary. So proud of you. Well done. The list goes on Mapu up here. There's Michael Cody. Can I ask a favor? Can I invite Michael, can I invite you to share a quick testimony about Tavala trim?
Okay, so I got a sample from Stacy. I didn't want to do it really. No desire to get involved in anything. But I was overweight, tired. I work fast food restaurants, so very easy just to eat greasy burgers and fries. And at my work, we make fresh bacon every morning. So you can imagine, what I'm doing in the mornings. Doing my walker, doing my checklist, making sure everybody's doing their job, and I walk by the bacon like 6 times. And when you have bacon in your house, what do you do? So I took the trim the first day. I went to work, and when I got to work, I had the energy, and I was doing, my morning stuff and going about my day, and halfway through the morning, I was like, wait a minute, I'm walking by that bacon, and that was very unusual for me. Bacon or, something soda, and the whole day I had no cravings for bacon, nothing fried, and, I was tripping on my workers because I was eating a piece of grilled chicken and tomato, I think, the first day, and they were looking at me like, what's wrong with you? And so it just went from there, and Tavala has power over bacon, and that's powerful. You have power over bacon, do anything. Today, I lost 55 pounds with Tavala trim. The holidays were upon us, so I put a little bit back on, but I'm ready for the transformation challenge.
Okay, you know it's coming now, right? Could you stand up for me, please? If I'm not mistaken, your name is Dickie, correct?
Yes, sir.
Dickie, can you tell me what you're down, please, sir?
I started I was like 440, and then I'm like 385 now. Size 6X to a 3X, and then one size 56 to 146.
Tavala trim is an incredible product. It just wish it was harder to share with people, for heaven's sakes. What is your name, sweetie? Jennifer, my name is Randy Crane. I came across this incredible weight loss product called Tavala trim. It's helped me go from 330 pounds down to below 300 pounds for the first time in about a decade. I'd love to share it with you. I don't need anything in return other than your honest feedback. Is that okay? If I haven't heard from you in a couple of days, is it okay if I reach out to you to get that feedback? Thank you so much. Again, are you beginning to see a theme? Yes? Good. Next, I want to talk about this incredible thing. This is called Tavala Control. Tavala Control is a berberine supplement with green coffee bean extract and cinnamon bark, and it helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. Yes, Alan, I did it right. It helps improve digestion, additional weight loss, and it enhances the effects of trim. And it changes people's lives. Yes? Yes. Chris, can I borrow you? This is Mr. Chris Aki, father and son, not just the son, right? Chris, can I have you share your story about control?
Aloha, everyone.
the key. Palladium under Michael and Stacy, Mapu and Mike. I was diagnosed type 2 diabetic in October of 2016. I really didn't do nothing about it. I tried to lose the weight because that was my biggest problem was my weight, high blood pressure, and cholesterol was really high. And so by April of 2017, I was suckered into going to Kumo's Halal without my guitar. Because usually when he calls me over, he says, bring your guitar. I said, okay, well, how come I can't bring my guitar? He was like, just come, Ron, keep an open mind. So I went, and I met this gentleman to my right, Mr. Randy Crane. And there was a setup smaller than this. And that's when I got my first bottle of control from this gentleman to my right, so Mahalo Nui Loa. I started taking the product. After that, I'd done 2 A1Cs. On my third one, the doctor noticed there was a change because I already started the product. In April, the second week, he goes, hey, did you find something? I said, I found something. And so on my third one, I gave him a sample of the capsule of the control. So my fourth one I did in 2017, it was September 22nd. I did my test. I got my results back in October of 2017, and I went from a 9.1 to a 5.9. Yeah. And he wrote the letter, he highlighted and said, please keep taking and cross-start medication for Tavala control. Because it does work, ladies and gentlemen. We have an awesome product, we have an awesome product. Thank you, Boyd. Hallelujah. Thank you, Randy.
Now, I'm just going to give you a disclaimer because I want to make Alan happy on this. We've got to do it the right way. We don't treat or cure disease, and I want to make sure you share it that way. We don't treat or cure disease. It wasn't us that told Chris to stop taking the medication that he's on. It was his doctor, and we will never tell somebody to stop taking their medication. Fair enough? Chris, I'm so proud of you. So proud of what you've done. We all keep moving. Right, bud? Okay. Next is the quantum relief strips. How many have used or had this transformed? These things are incredible. There are too many stories to share on this one. It's absolutely amazing. They work. They flat out work. They might be as confusing as heck to share how they work. But you know what? All I gotta do is say, put it where it hurts. Fair enough? How many have done that? How many have told someone, put it where it hurts? Okay, I have somebody in the audience. This is the gentleman who created these things. These are where we get these. He calls it his newest and latest, greatest version of these strips. He sold literally, I would dare say, hundreds of millions of these things. But here, these are the most powerful ones, he says, by almost tenfold. And I would love to invite, I didn't even ask her this, but I'm sure she'd be willing to. May I invite up one of our white golds? Would you come up here, Joy? Joy, and share with the group. I do have to ask a question first. What did you think of your first malasada?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. I'm like, this puffy donut, like, what's so exciting? I took one bite and I think we videoed it. It's like, yeah. Okay. I don't even know where to begin because I have so many personal testimonials regarding the strips. Which one did you want me to share?
The one you want to share.
Okay. So I'm a fair-skinned haole, in case you didn't know. And I have abused the sun over the years. Back in high school, we would put baby oil on and an album cover with tin foil and put our head to the sun. And I have a few questionable spots, precancerous spots, I would say. A dermatologist would like to biopsy them and maybe even burn them off, that kind of thing. And we got the quantum strips, and I love it because you can cut them. And I cut it so teeny weeny, like my pinky nail. And I put it on a spot that Dave used to say, forget about that spot because you're going to bring attention to it. What you put attention to is going to grow. But anyway, I put a little piece of the quantum relief strip on the side of my nose. And I left it on for about 3 days. It was winter, and in the winter in Vermont, you don't leave the house much, so it stayed on for 3 days. When I took it off, completely gone. That spot was gone. That was maybe March or April, has not returned. But I have a lot of other ones that I'm happy to share with anyone if you want to know, but that was really significant.
It's another disclaimer. Tavala, tourist strips don't cure cancer. Okay. Okay, but here's the thing. The easiest way to share these is literally, how many people know someone who has discomfort? Raise your hands. the simple command of tell them to put it where it hurts. Simple. And just see what happens and follow up with them. Okay? I think they're incredible. Next. Oh, baby.
Brew. I love the brew.
This stuff is incredible. How many have tried our Tavala brew? Okay, how many have tried our Tavala brew in the Tavala shake? How many are going to go do it after this meeting? There we go. Okay. This is one of the healthiest things that you can consume. Literally, the level of antioxidants in this is off the chart. It's very, very high. It's one of the healthiest things that any of us consume. In fact, the Mayo Clinic listed 15 of the most important foods that you can consume, and 2 of them were cacao. One of them was cocoa powder, and the thing about cocoa powder is been alkalized. This hasn't. When it's alkalized, it actually destroys the theobromide and the polyphenols. This, they're full speed ahead. Next thing is dark chocolate. Dark chocolate actually has the sugars in it. You can get everything in droves with this. Mix it in some hot water, stir it up, drink it. Taste. Okay, you're going to smell thinking it's going to be hot chocolate. It's not hot chocolate. Fair enough? It will taste more like a coffee, I think, than a chocolate. But you can doll it up. Alan loves putting French vanilla creamer in it, yes? Okay, you can put what you would like into it. I think putting it into the Tavala shake is the best way. It's absolutely incredible. With a banana, not a half a banana. Okay? It helps actually blood pressure. It helps with digestion. It helps actually normalize blood sugar as well, or promote a healthy blood sugar level. Thank you, Ellen. Okay. I would love to invite someone to talk about this. I think it's one of Brew's fans because we keep seeing how much of it she orders. Can I borrow you, Charlene? Do me a favor, give Charlene a big round of applause.
Hi, I'm Charlene, and I'm a brewaholic. But it's okay, because I know a lot of you guys are too, right? Like Randy was saying, I drink on minimum maybe two servings, 2 cups a day, and up to now with the shake, maybe 4 or 5. But I put it in everything. I put it in my oatmeal, I put it in yogurt. The best way is, of course, to drink it with just a little bit of creamer. But I don't feel guilty at all because, like what Randy was saying, it's one of the healthiest things you can consume. And I read antioxidants are good for anti-aging. So for me, the more I drink, the better I am. Thank you.
Okay, now this one. Oh,
Sorry, I just want to add that.
please.
Michael, you put a pinch of red salt, Himalayan salt, and it tastes a little bitter. Did you get a hot cocoa?
Did you hear that? She said she puts a little pinch of red Himalayan salt in her brew, and it actually gets rid of the bitterness. Thank you. Hey, Craig, we might have to post that one online. Sounds good? Thank you so much for sharing. What is your name?
Himalayan salt.
What is it? I know him. Okay, nice to meet you. Okay. That is one of the struggles here. I promise you. Okay, now this one, I want to make sure you hear this. You've got a guy who's 6'4", 3 bills standing in front of you, and I'm going to talk about skincare. Okay? And gentlemen in the room, I know you're thinking, well, what's the guy going to talk about skincare with me, you know? I'm going to tell you right now, this is one of the most incredible products, and I have to say thank you to Boyd Waltham on this as well. Because when we started Tavala, this just came out a couple months ago. He's been working on this for a long time. One of the reasons he worked on this is because he wanted to create an economic opportunity for people in Vanuatu, where Tavala is at. There's an export, very few exports that they have in Vanuatu. One of the exports they have is tumano oil. And this brilliant man was able to work with another partner to create one of the most incredible, I think the single most incredible skincare lines to utilize tumano oil, which is the panacea of the Pacific. It helps with burn. It does so many things. In fact, there's a list of them that you can read on the website of what it does that would take me half an hour. So we released this. How many have used this? Absolutely stunning. It's on that. I'm going to share some of the things that are cool about it. Why it's mono organics? First of all the ingredients are cold pressed. They're not heated. Which spinach do you believe would be healthier? Well, no, that's the fresh one. It's not been destroyed with all the stuff. The ingredients inside of our tomato organics are cold pressed. All the fragrances are 100% natural because guess what they are? They're essential oils. Okay? No synthetic ingredients. There are no fillers. Now, this is a big deal. Most people don't understand why this is a big deal because if you go to a skincare line that you buy in a very ritzy store, if you look at the ingredients in it, what you will see is the active ingredients are the last on the list. Why are they the last on the list? Because they have the least amount. There are no fillers in our product. They're all active ingredients. Can I tell you about one active ingredient? Safflower oil. Most of the oils and the properties that inside the organics, they will only penetrate the first layer of the skin. And to have a big change on your skin, you want it to go deep in the derma. Safflower oil has this cool property where it actually goes deep into the skin. And it takes all its friends with it. Why do you think it's in there? Everything has an active reason in this stuff. Can I ask one person to come up and share? I've already asked her to come up to be my size example. Can I borrow you for 2 seconds, Kobe? Most people don't know that Kobe is actually also a licensed esthetician. Can you share a little bit about that?
Okay, this is totally shocking. I'm on the spot. What do you want me to say? It's so amazing. Okay, so first of all, everyone always asks, is anything organic? I mean, yes, we have an organic skincare. Do you know how hard that is to come by? Really? Because normally you'd have to have it refrigerated, because it's so natural and everything just, the antioxidants and all that. Anyway, so we have it here and we have it with tamano oil. So that's like totally incredible. And it smells so good. So what I'd like to add to what Randy was saying, all you men in here, please try it. It's not a girly thing. Honestly, the guys who have tried it, they will tell you it's amazing because then you apply it to your skin and it absorbs so well that you don't even smell anything afterward. Your skin just feels really good and people will start asking you like, what are you doing to your skin? And then you can tell them.
I'm going to share just another couple of tidbits. Oh, Craig, I pushed the wrong button. Can you push it? There we go. Thank you so much. It has no known carcinogens. Well, why would you put that up there? Most skincare lines don't. No, that's not the case. Most skincare lines do. In fact, they list them. It's kind of interesting that they'll actually have to list out the ingredients. And if you look and research, a lot of the ingredients on normal skincare, they're full of carcinogens. There are no known carcinogens in Tavala Tumano's organics. And it works incredible. How many have tried it already? Okay, gentlemen, can I get a show of hands? How many have tried it? Give me a show of hands. I promise you it's amazing. The one thing that shocked me about using it is that I thought my skin was going to be all oily afterwards. Thank you for that safflower oil. It was soft, but it wasn't oily. It was really amazing. So, next, let's talk about the shake.
Yeah.
How many have had an opportunity to try this? Okay. We are so excited about this. Again, we've been working on this for almost a year. And we're so excited to launch it. We're so excited to launch it, we didn't even put directions on the back of the bag. Remember when I told you we won't spin the truth, right? We tell the truth is always friendly. All the bags that haven't been shipped out now have an overlabel that give the instructions, okay? But we were so excited to launch it, we pushed so hard for a January 1 launch date. How many have tried it? Just by show of hands, or just shout it out. What's your favorite way to mix it? Just yell it out. Peanut butter, trim, brew. Okay. How many have seen the video where we showed 7 different recipes? Okay, how many would like to submit some themselves? Send them to randy@tavala.com or craig@tavala.com. We'd love to get your recipes from you. Maybe we'll highlight them, okay? I love it with the trim. You put a half a stick of trim in and blend it up. It was an amazingly crisp flavor. But the incredible part about this, Not only does it taste amazing, and I think that's a prerequisite for a shake, right? It's got, if it tastes like crap, no one wants to drink it. It's got to taste amazing, but you know how hard it is to make it taste amazing when it's also extremely healthy for you. It's jam-packed with probiotics, a fantastic blend of probiotics, as well as a custom blend of enzymes to help you. This is an amazingly healthy. It's got 15 grams of protein. It's got 3 grams of carbs. Can you believe it tastes that way with 3 grams of carbs? It's got 1.5 grams of fat. And I think it has got about 1 billion grams of flavor. Okay? Something's going to kind of happen special here today. When you talk about flavors, anybody like peach? I would have liked orange. We'll talk about that in just a bit. So Tavala, you can glue it with a stick blender. You can do it with a normal blender, with the shaker, with the Tavala shaker. You can use it in warm water. You can use it in cold water. You can use it with milk, with coconut milk. The possibilities are endless. Use your decision on how you use it. Okay. And, there we go. Do I have anyone who'd like to share their thoughts about the Tavala shake? Pua. Pua.
Yes.
You pass this up to Pua.
What do you want to know? Well, my husband makes it for me every morning. I start work 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm rushing around, getting ready, and then he'll blend some chocolate almond milk with a half a banana and a scoop of peanut butter. And I drink that at 5 in the morning, but I don't start getting hungry till like 4 in the afternoon. So it keeps me full. And I came up with a new recipe yesterday, or the day before. So we got some frozen orange concentrate, and we put a scoop in there, and now we have our own orange Julius.
Oh, wow, cool.
I think great minds think alike. We'll talk about that. Okay. Next. So, how many love our products? Okay, hopefully we give you a little bit more details about the products at Tavala. The nice part about Tavala products also is they're priced very affordable. A lot of network marketing companies price their products so high, $200-300 for a month or 10 days. We had one company who had, for 10 days, it was $150. So we've tried to create them, again, thank you, Boyd, truly, for the business owner. You helped create. Thank you, Alan. Thank you for the other people. Right now we're going to talk about compensation. So the first tier is we wanted to have an incredible product line. Number 2 is we want to have an incredible opportunity. I'm going to spend just a few minutes on the opportunity so we can share with you. First of all, how much does it cost to become a member of Tavala? Okay, how hard is it to share? Hello, sir. What is your name? Cliff, my name is Randy Crane. I came across this incredible weight loss product called Tavala Trim, and I'd love to share with you. It helped me go from 338 pounds down to below 300 pounds for the first time in about a decade, and I'd love to give it to you, and I don't need anything in return other than just your honest feedback. Is that okay? If I haven't heard from you in a couple of days, is it okay for me to reach out and get that feedback? Can everyone say, clap for Kristen? Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. You can talk about him. You can talk about focus. You can talk about a workout, a pre-workout. If I would go to Jason, first of all, I'm not going to say, Jason, hey man, you are Moana. Mamona. You take this from me. No, I wouldn't do that. I'd say, hey, Jason, when you're in there lifting the 800-pound bench, how would you like a good pre-workout beforehand? Okay? So you customize it to the person you're sharing with it. How about this? If you've got a runner, you got somebody who likes to run, you're not telling them to lose weight. How about this? Would you like to have something that actually will help you do a more effective workout by being a bronchodilator and actually expanding your lungs so you get more oxygen? There's all sorts of ways to share. So yeah, very, very good point. Compensation plan. Now I'm going to lightly talk about the compensation plan because I think we have an extremely good compensation plan that pays multiple ways. So first off, by a show of hands, do me a favor, raise your hand if you've earned money at Tavala. Raise your hand high, look around, keep them up. Look around the room here. That is awesome, okay? Tavala has an extremely good compensation plan. It's one that focuses on the right behavior. And to be a part of the compensation plan, you can be as a member and do very little to start with. But what we've tried to do is to focus on the right behaviors. So our compensation plan pays 10 levels deep. And the incredible part of it is we've been going for a year. We have no one who's being paid at 10 levels deep there. But we have people that are being paid at 7 levels deep. Can the people who are being paid at 7 levels deep please raise your hands high, please? Come on, talk more. There you go. Thank you. Okay? They've done that within a year. Now, please don't let me diminish the efforts they've put in for this. This is called network marketing. Right. It's true, okay? But they've done very, very well because what do you think about the compensation plan, guys? It's incredible, okay? So what we also do is we wanted to make sure we focused on the people who are just beginning. You'll notice the percentages on the first 3 levels, 20, 25, and 25. Okay, it's all about making sure that people, as they join, have an opportunity to earn a check quickly, and if they do the right behavior, consistently. Okay, that's what it is. And the leaders who are paid 7 levels, guess what? They want you being paid every check. Yes? Yes. Yes. Okay? We all want for the same success for our members. Next is we have an unlimited width as well. You can go as wide as you want. We're a unilevel that pays unlimited width. So you can have as many people on your first line, your second line, your third line as you would like to have. Dave and Joy, can I put you on the spot? How many people do you have on your front line approximately? 250 people. You know what most companies who have a unilevel restrict you to 10. Ours is the first compensation plan that I've ever seen that is truly unlimited income potential. Okay? In fact, I had one leader when I told him that, he said, "You're wrong." He said, "I got to talk to your CEO because you're telling it wrong." And so I had him call the CEO, and Alan, do we pay unlimited? Unlimited. Okay? We have other ways that we pay. We have different ranks. Okay, I'm going to do this really quickly. How many titaniums? Ooh, their highest rank is titanium. Would you please stand up for me, please? If your highest rank is titanium, please stand up. Stand up. Congratulations. Okay, how about, I was going to say, Gary, dude. Okay, you're stand for the next one. I was going to say, if your highest rank is silver, would you please stand up and stay standing? Congratulations. Fantastic job. If your highest rank that you've achieved is palladium, would you please stand up and let's recognize you? Fantastic, great job. If your highest rank is platinum, would you please stand up? Congratulations. So proud of you. If There are so many ways to earn in the compensation plan. Our people who are palladium or above, there's that cool little thing called a what that you get? Lifestyle bonus. Lifestyle bonus. How many in this room have received the lifestyle bonus? Please raise your hands. I want you to know this, guys. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. It's up on top of the overall compensation plan. So the compensation plan, we even pay bonus for customers. When you bring a customer on board, they don't have to join as a member for you to make money. And here, the thing is, as you share this, I want to show this again. I just want to make sure somebody knows this. Okay? I'm an Al. How are you? My name is Randy. I came across this incredible weight loss product called Tavala Trim. And the cool part about it is it helped me go from 330 pounds to below 300 for the first time in a long time. Love to share it with you. Don't need anything in return other than your feedback. Is that okay? Okay. Now, when I follow back up with her, either she's going to with me or I'm going to with her, 7 times out of 10, thank goodness you said yes, but still, 7 times out of 10, people are going to say no. What? Hold on. What happened? 7 times out of 10, people will say no. No, thank you, not interested. Guess what? That means 3 times out of 10, they're saying what? They're saying yes. Now let me ask a question. Any baseball fans in here? Raise your hand if you're a baseball fan. Dave. Someone gets up at bat 10 times and gets 3 hits in those 10 times and maintains that throughout his career. What is he considered? Superstar, and will be in what? The Hall of Fame. A percentage of 3 out of 10 saying yes when you follow up with them is rock star status. What the afternoon today will be is helping you with communication that will improve those numbers. How many would like to stick around for this afternoon and see that? Okay, so the alpha bonus with the different packaging that you get bonuses, we pay 6 different ways for someone to make money. Okay, I think we have an incredible compensation plan, and it's attested to by how many people in this room have actually made money in it. Okay, Tavala is truly the transformation company, and then we do this. How many like being recognized? We love recognizing you. I'm going to share something. This is our favorite thing. When you listen to one of our weekly calls, or now our new broadcast, how many like the format that it's gone to? The weekly broadcast where we celebrate your victories. We send a video to every single person who has broken a pin. We film it just for that person. And we love doing that. We also send a handwritten note from one of our executives, and we fight over who gets to do that. Okay? Craig wins out a lot of the time. It's not very fair, but still, we love doing it. How many have received one of those notes? We also send pins. We send 2 pins, 2 to every single person who breaks ring because we're that thrilled. And guess what? This is kind of fun. You might not have known. I'm going to share a little secret. The titanium, the silver, the palladium, and the platinum are made from stainless steel. I think they're gorgeous pins. Guess what? The rose gold, it's made out of rose gold. Okay, the next level up is white gold. Guess what? It's made from white gold. The next pin up is, guess what it's made of? Then the 18 karat. What do you think the 24 karat's made out of? 18 karat. 24 was too soft. But it's got a big honking stone in it. How would you like one of those? Okay. I don't know if we're going to talk about that right now. We're going to come back to that, just so you know. How many would like it if we come back to that? Okay, but what I'm not going to come back to is I'm going to do something that needs to be done. 1 year ago, from my office, I called a person I had a relationship with, a friendship with. And I am so glad that, number one, he respected our relationship enough to answer the phone. And I'm so glad that he respected me, because I was with a previous company that he did not have a good experience with. But I was always honest with him. And I always kept my word, even though it was very difficult from the company's perspective to do that, because they made it almost impossible. When I called and shared that I had an opportunity that I'd love for him to take a look at, because I knew it would have an impact on him, but also an impact on us, this man said yes. He actually tried to say no. In fact, how many people said no first in here? Please raise your hands if you wouldn't mind. But he said yes. He is the first person that joined our company in Hawaii. And I'd love to do something. I'd love to invite him up, and I would love us to give him the praise that he so deserves for being the leader of this team out here. Mike, please stand up. This is a giant of a man. We're all going to be able to be blessed to hear from Mike a little bit later on in the presentation today, but thank you so much. Mike, I want to look out here. There's a few people here, but how many thousands that are in Tavala because of you and your team? It's just a tiny vision of what's here. So proud of you, Mike. Thank you. We are Tavala because of you, Mike. Thank you so much. Steps to success. How many would like to know how to actually be successful in this? Anybody? Okay, I am going to so lightly touch on this today. This afternoon, our Director of Sales, Mr. Craig Smith, is going to spend we're going to dive deeply into this this afternoon, so you guys can see the exact steps, what you can do, very granular, very educated on being able to make these success. But these steps are very simple. First one is to enroll. So make sure you join, and he's going to give you 5 or 6 other very important things, what really enroll means, because it doesn't just mean join. Number 2, subscribe. Subscription is an extremely important key to success. We're going to talk about the reasons why. What's one benefit of being subscribed? Who can tell me? Free shipping. Again, sorry, Gary, you're the only person who can't say that. Okay. Next is to go out and find people to share with. Then the follow-up. Today we're going to give you some granular ways to follow up that will help improve your success, to take that 3 out of 10 to higher. Okay? And that's what we're going to share. Craig, I am so thrilled. Craig has put so much. You can't go get this online. You can't go get this in your back office. The people outside this room can't get these deals. Sorry, this is event only. I know the way you can take care of it. Okay? So with that said, we are going to share with these. These are the different packs that are at this event only, and we have a store that will literally be outside and able to help you in ordering this. Now, Craig, we have the catalog outside.